Hello and welcome to the weekend edition of National Focus. I'm your presenter, Jarna Hector. Thanks for joining us. Topping the headlines, CARIFORUM dialogue with EU partners in Dominica on development issues. Police report marginal increases in summary and indictable offenses for 2011 and 2010. And Patricia Mills and Anika Brown secured top places in their respective categories in the first ever China in My Eyes essay contest. All these stories and more when National Focus returns.
Hello, I am Bishop Gabriel Malzer, Bishop of Roseau, and I am Dominica. Are you?
Welcome back. Time now for the details of the news. National Authorizing Officer for the European Development Fund, Colleen Roberts, dismisses the notion of European funding being mismanaged. The statement was made at a secondary school competition to celebrate Europe Day on Wednesday at the Public Service Training Center. Roberts said that despite concerns that EU funding is being spent in undeserving countries, European Union taxpayers can be confident that their monies are being utilized properly.
European Union taxpayers must be fully assured that the Commission has a strong track record of good management of its aid, and it is simply not true to suggest that the European Union aid is going to the wrong people. Under attack from certain quarters, Commissioner Peelbags recently noted with interest the findings of the International Development Committee report on European Union aid. He said, "I'm satisfied to note that it highlights the improvements we have made in our work with our new EU policy to focus on fewer sectors and direct more aid to the poorest countries where it can have the biggest impact."
The ongoing impact of the recent global financial crisis on CARICOM and CARIFORUM member states was explored by senior officials of both groupings as they dialogued with European Union representatives on how relations could be further strengthened to the benefit of all concerned. This was done at the CARIFORUM European Union Senior Officials Dialogue meeting, which got underway at the Fortune Hotel in Roseau on Friday. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Employment, Trade, Industry and Diaspora Affairs, Ruth Allport, says Dominica embraces such an important meeting as it will seek to address key developmental issues.
We are therefore particularly pleased to have this opportunity to explore further common priorities and shared agendas with the EU, recognizing the EU as a long-standing partner in our development thrust. This senior officials dialogue offers us a wonderful opportunity to concretize the CARIFORUM EU areas of cooperation in areas such as development and trade, regional integration, investment, development policies, and approach to budget support, among others. Addressing these issues, ladies and gentlemen, becomes critical not only for strengthening the linkages between CARIFORUM and the EU, but also for the achievements of mutually beneficial sustainable development efforts.
Deputy Secretary General of CARICOM and CARIFORUM, Ambassador Lolita Applewaite, in welcoming the delegates at the start of the meeting, described the meeting's agenda as being packed and wide-ranging.
The agenda for our dialogue is an extensive one. It includes discussion on the framework of our political relations. In that context, we will review development in both regions, as well as the joint CARIFORUM EU strategy, which will set the basis for our future cooperation. We will also discuss EU, Caribbean, and Latin American relations against the background of deepening and expanding Caribbean relations at political, economic, and other levels with our Latin American neighbors. Our discussion on regional integration and cooperation will include a dialogue on the proposed new EU development policy and the proposed new approach to budgetary support. We propose in this meeting to familiarize our partners with our own appreciations of these proposals. We believe that our discussions will have a long-term beneficial impact on our relationship.
Meanwhile, Christian Leffler, Managing Director for the Americas European External Action Service, is convinced that due to the advancements made toward a Caribbean-EU joint strategy, many opportunities will be identified at this meeting to further deepen cooperation between the European Union and CARIFORUM.
To frame the new partnership, we've been working together on a Caribbean-EU joint strategy. The strategy is coming very close to completion, and I'm sure that before very long we'll be celebrating its simultaneous adoption in Europe and in the Caribbean. And I'm convinced also that this strategy will provide a useful framework or a useful platform on which we can take our relations even further. Gives us some guiding principles and gives us the impulses to pursue cooperation, to open up new areas, new chapters, and to deepen the exchanges in the areas where we are already working together.
Friday's dialogue is being viewed as an essential instrument of this new Caribbean-EU joint strategy and allows for a better understanding of issues of mutual interest, including security and climate change. Dominica assumed the chair of CARIFORUM on July 1, 2011. Patricia Mills and Annika Brown secured top places in their respective categories in the first ever China in My Eyes essay contest. Cassius Daru and Renelle Samuel placed second and third respectively in the Chinese writing category, while Kyle Gordon and Ainsworth Irish placed second and third in the English writing category. The competition was organized by the Ministry of Education and Human Resource Development in collaboration with the Embassy of the People's Republic of China. The prizes for that competition were presented to the winners and their representatives during a ceremony at the residence of China's ambassador to Dominica, His Excellency Wang Zonglai. The winners received monetary prizes as well as certificates of merit and plaques. His Excellency Wang Zonglai says the success of the contest speaks volumes of the relations between Dominica and the People's Republic of China.
Our gathering tonight is an epitome of the rapid and healthy development of friendly relations between China and Dominica. Just 8 years ago, only a few Dominican people had been to China. But today, I'm very excited to see that graduates and postgraduates of the Chinese government scholarship program passionately tell about their colorful experiences in China and what they managed to comprehend of this country, even in the Chinese language. It's a manifestation of the growing cultural exchanges between our two countries and the mutual understanding of our two peoples, probably the most solid basis for any sound relations among nations.
The ambassador said that since relations were established between Dominica and the PRC in 2008, Dominicans from various fields have visited the Asian country.
I'm glad to find among the winners of the prizes a variety of careers, including student, teacher, clerk, police officer, and meteorologist. That suffices to convince us of a broad foundation in people's will existing to support the tree of friendship between China and Dominica.
The China in My Eyes contest provided an opportunity for anyone who had traveled to China to present a picture of their experience in the Asian country in writing. Meantime, over 100 students have pursued studies in a variety of fields in China since 2008. Minister for Education and Human Resource Development, Honorable Peter Seja says the graduates should be commended for completing studies in a completely new environment with different cultures and language.
It speaks volumes tonight of the output of these young people, that having been faced with a foreign culture, a completely foreign language, that they are able to express themselves in such a way, and I've been advised that the standard of the writing has been of a very high quality. And they must be commended for the tremendous effort that they have made over the years and were able to express themselves in such a way. Excellency, may I say to you that the expressions of these young people as they see China really and truly speaks of the relationship, the profound relationship that has been established between two nations, two people, the People's Republic of China and the Commonwealth of Dominica.
Prime Minister Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit says the scholarship program was a priority for his administration when relations were established with the PRC in 2008.
We as a government recognize that human resource development is key to developing any country, Dominica included. And I must say that that aspect of the relationship has blossomed to the benefit of every single community in Dominica. And I believe that in looking at the students who have been to China and those who are presently students there and those who will be going there in September, we recognize that almost every, if not every village in Dominica has had the opportunity to have at least one student studying in China.
Marginal increases in summary and indictable offenses are being reported by the Dominica Police Force for 2010 and 2011. Indictable offenses are those crimes which are tried at the High Court, while summary offenses are lesser crimes and are tried at the Magistrates Court. According to Police Chief Cyril Carrette, who was speaking at a press conference on Friday, there was also a marked decrease in the number of reported murders, rape, and robbery cases between 2010 and 2011.
During the period 2010 to 2011, the Commonwealth of Dominica Police Force responded and investigated the following summary and indictable matters. 2010, 5,294 summary matters and 1,391 indictable matters. 2011, 5,415 summary matters, and in 1,481 indictable matters. The records show that in 2011, marginal increases were realized in indictable and summary crimes. However, there was a significant decrease in reports of murder from 15 to 6, that's a 60% decrease. Rape from 21 to 16, that's a 23.8% decrease. And robbery from 75 to 69, 8% decrease.
The police chief revealed that the police can report a number of successful cases for 2012 thus far.
On Saturday, April 21st, 2012, a United States citizen resident in the Commonwealth of Dominica was robbed and raped in the Calibishi area. I can report that 3 individuals have now been charged with robbery, rape, aggravated burglary, and are all on remand at the state prison. On March 9, 2012, a Canadian couple holidaying in the Commonwealth of Dominica was robbed at the Batibu Beach, and their rented vehicle was used to commit a robbery at the Marigot Credit Union. One of the accused, who was shot in the process, has since been arrested and charged and is now on remand at the state's prison along with the other 4 co-conspirators. A large sum of money, firearms, and ammunition were recovered. Forensic analysis of items recovered on the scene have been conducted. On Tuesday, February 14, 2012, a French family was robbed and their 16-year-old daughter raped at the Batibu Beach. 3 men have been jointly charged with the incident. They appeared before a magistrate on Thursday, May 10, 2012, and were remanded at the state prison. On Thursday, February 2, 2012, 2 men were arrested in connection with the robbery at the Western Union in Roseau, and most of the cash was recovered within a few hours of the crime being committed. In addition, there have been several reports of robbery at the Botanical Gardens and in the city of Roseau, and I'm pleased to inform that since the arrest of 2 individuals, the reports have ceased.
Chief Corrett said that the Dominica Police Force solicits the help of the public, and with the implementation of the tip line 1-800-HINT, persons should feel more comfortable sharing information which could help prevent and solve crimes. In more news, condolences continue to pour in for the government and for the family of the late Ambassador Charles Maynard. On Friday, representatives from the European Union and the CARICOM Secretariat expressed sympathies to the family of His Excellency Charles Maynard at news of his passing earlier this week. At the time of his death, Maynard served as Dominica's ambassador to CARICOM and the OECS. The late Ambassador Maynard is being remembered for his sterling contribution made to Dominica and the Caribbean region, especially as it relates to the regional integration process.
Allow me, however, to express on behalf of the EU our condolences to the government of Dominica for the untimely death of Ambassador Charles Maynard, Ambassador to CARICOM and the OECS. We regret to lose a highly esteemed colleague and, as I say, extend our condolences to his family and to the government of Dominica.
At the time of his death, Ambassador Maynard was ambassador to CARICOM for the government of Dominica, and the Secretariat cherished its consultations with him. Our sympathies and our thoughts and prayers are extended to the government of Dominica and to Ambassador Maynard's family on such a tragic loss.
Ambassador Maynard, who had been ailing for some time, died at the age of 78 at the Princess Margaret Hospital. And that's the English segment of the news. We now join McPherson St. Luce for the Creole highlights.
Allô tout le monde, bienvenue à cette nouvelle en créole. Nous moi c'est McPherson St. Luce. Premièrement, Premier ministre Honorable Roosevelt Skerritt qui a fait parole qui Dominique bien plaisir pour relation là qui a existé entre Dominique et puis People's Republic of China. Honorable Skerritt fait parole celle-là pendant il était délivré l'adresse pendant fonction qui était organisée par People's Republic of China. Selon Honorable Skerritt, opportunité bien ouverte pour plus Dominicains visiter China, étudier et puis faire d'autres bagailles. Il dit autant Dominicains déjà visité China qu'a fait une bonne contribution pour le développement Dominique, là il retourné. Premier ministre a dit, là bien gardé, plusieurs communautés en Dominique déjà ni monde qui visite China et puis d'autres qui visitent après. Plusieurs Dominicains reçoivent des cadeaux après participer au programme People's Republic of China. En même temps aussi, ambassadeur People's Republic of China pour Dominique, His Excellency Wang Zonglai, fait parole bien plaisir relation là qui a existé entre ces deux pays-là. En d'autres nouvelles, management Solid Waste Dominique mettait mis en place pour chaîne ville Roseau bien propre, adopte un bloc initiative. Programme ça là qui a fait plusieurs occasions business ville Roseau, taper poubelle qui yo potiwe, moun sa mette zori zayo pendant yo en ville Roseau. Monsieur Geno Jacob, c'est officier relations publiques pour management Solid Waste Dominique.
Comme ça, Adopte Bloc initiative là, initiative Adopte Bloc, c'est un qui est vraiment important pour Dominique et puis pour Ville-Roseau entière parce que nous avons tant de monde qui là venu à Ville-Roseau et pas de taper poubelle pour mettre ça aujourd'hui l'état habitant yoni à la meilleure là fini manger fini boire pan bouteille plastique bitin comme ça au moins l'année passée bon l'année passée Dominica Solid Waste Management Corporation, Discover Dominica Authority, Roseau City Council, nous formons une initiative ça là et puis nous mettons 65 c'est smart bin là, Adopte Bloc bin là en Roseau, ça nous a fait nous des business en Roseau pour adopter, puis pour chaîne en place en Roseau, en conseil, et puis 27 business venir à bord et puis ils paient $700 pour yon ces poubelles là, c'est adoptable block bin smart bin là et puis yo ils paient $18 pour logo yo savent pour advertise à ce bin là. Ça c'est un bon bagage pour nous parce que comme ça nous va continuer vendre Dominique premier ecotourism destination là et puis ville Roseau sont ville qui historique et puis c'est seule ville en latte doit la terre mais quand black in yon live ka courir à mi-temps et puis nous avons essayé de chaîne Roseau, exemple, pop et puis net. Et puis nous avons l'idée que si Roseau est pop et puis net, d'autres monde qui viennent d'autres powers, d'autres villages, qui ont Roseau comme exemple là, et puis qui vivent en village pour exemple ça, et puis mener vie en village. Mais nous, ce qu'on dit, nous avons jamais été valeur adoptable bloc Bensala, nous vivons gagner la valeur 40. À Hot Trinidad et puis il y a venir à Dominique et puis nous avons dit d'autres business pour venir à bord et puis nous pour gagner ces poubelles là comme on dit ces poubelles là qui a coûté $700 et puis ça mettait le logo à Soui qui est Dominica Solid Waste Management Corporation et puis nous qui travaillons et puis business en ville Roseau.
À notre nouvelle gouvernement Dominique c'était chef bon meeting Carré Forum qui prend place en Dominique Jardin. Il y a un grand cérémonie prend place en hôtel Fortune en Roseau pour te ouvrir meeting salam. Permanent secrétaire en ministre commodité Ruf Olport qui tient meeting salam fait parole que le gouvernement Dominique te bien plaisir pour host meeting salam. Sinon madame Olport meeting là qui mène plaisir officier Carré Forum et puis European Union ba opportunité discuter plus coopération et puis EU et puis pour discuter bagaille mutual entre ces deux entités salam. Et des affaires où la European Union a toujours supporté Carré Forum, meeting là a ouvert la porte pour plus coopération, bagay trade, intégration régionale et puis policy développement. Olport aussi fait parole que bagay qui discuté, qu'a prend en considération bagay politique et puis aussi changement qui prend place en pays Europe. Permanent secrétaire Olport aussi fait parole qui meeting ça là qui mettait plateforme pour taper solution pour challenge qui a affecté Carré Forum et puis pour avancer et dit Carré Forum qui continue à collaborer et puis à Europe pour mener développement et aussi remercier European Union pour chaîne meeting ça là en Dominique. Parole aussi sorti au député secrétaire général CARICOM, ambassadeur Lolita Applewhite et puis managing director EU pour Americas Christian Lafleur. Finalement, sentiment la peine pour ancien ambassadeur OECS et puis CARICOM, His Excellency Charles Minard, prend place. Et puis finalement, même parlement pour Gambie, Honorable Justina Charles, qui a fait parole comment il a assisté village council Tetmon et puis bagaille développement qui a concerné. Honorable Charles fait parole cela pendant meeting inauguration council là, mercredi semaine cela. Honorable Charles dit quand même, le gouvernement a déjà dépensé plus de $155,000 l'argent pour avancer conditions chimiques en Tetmon, bagaille village council cela te mette proposition du gouvernement pour. Il dit aussi bagaille te bien mauvais, l'arrivée Bordio, et puis ancien membre parlement Honorable Défunt Pierre Charles tenu à bâtir pont neuf pour monter sa jambe. Honorable Charles aussi bas commitment, travail et puis conseil là pour d'autres bagailles développement. En même temps aussi, Premier ministre Honorable Roosevelt Skerritt fait parole que le gouvernement qui fait provision pour réhabilitation chimique en Tetmon. C'est le Premier ministre Skerritt, il sont avec $38,000 l'argent qui est allé pour village conseil Tetmon pour continuer chimique en village salam. Il aussi fait parole que village conseil en Gambie qui tapé 200 avec $26,000 l'argent travaille assez en chimie en communauté salam. C'est village conseil là qui tape c'est l'argent salam mardi semaine prochaine c'est le Premier ministre Skerritt. Premier ministre Skerritt aussi qui a bas commitment pour continuer housing revolution en Gambie et puis en Tetmon. Messieurs, mesdames, ça c'est tout pour nouvelles en créole pour à présent. Non, moi c'est McPherson Luce. Un bon week-end. Au revoir.
When we come back, we'll bring you the upcoming events and government notices. Please stay tuned. The Ministry of Information, Telecommunications and Constituency Empowerment invites applications from suitably qualified candidates to fill the position of Information Officer at the Government Information Service. The core functions of the position include collecting information from various government departments to keep the public informed of important current events, preparing radio, television programs in both English and local dialect, assisting with the removal of still photograph, video camera operation and editing of the television programs. Qualifications required: a bachelor's degree, diploma, or certificate in mass communication or in any other related field from an accredited university, a minimum of 1 year experience in carrying out research, and excellent oral and written communication and interpersonal skills, ability to correctly interpret and reproduce ideas expressed in conversation and written form, ability to speak the Creole language. Applications including only certified copies of professional certificates, detailed curriculum vitae, and 2 letters of reference should be submitted to the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Information, Telecommunications and Constituency Empowerment, Government Headquarters, Roseau, Commonwealth of Dominica, in sealed envelopes marked confidential to reach no later than Thursday, May 31. Additional information can be obtained from the Ministry at email address information@dominica.gov.dm or pssechousing@dominica.gov.dm or telephone number 767-266-3294 or 3507. Interested public officers should apply through the heads of departments. Please note, only shortlisted candidates will be acknowledged. The month of May is observed as Nurse and Nursing Month. As part of its activities, the Nursing Service of Dominica will be holding a panel discussion. The general public is therefore invited to attend an open forum discussion on the nursing service in Dominica on Monday, May 14 from 6 p.m. at the Public Service Training Center. Officials of the Ministry of Health will be in attendance. Come and ask your questions, come and give your comments on the nursing service in Dominica. Irish potato farmers within the Girardel-Egliston catchment area are informed of a very important meeting at the Community Center on Monday, May 14 at 4:30 p.m. Officials of the Division of Agriculture will be present to discuss the marketing of the white potatoes. Your participation at the meeting is extremely important. Irish potato farmers within the Bellevue-Chope-Picheley catchment area are informed of a very important meeting at the Community Center on Tuesday, May 15 at 4:30 p.m. Officials of the Division of Agriculture will be present to discuss the marketing of the white potatoes. Your participation at the meeting is extremely important. Up next is the tip of the day. Try to drink at least 8 glasses of water a day. More if it's very hot or you're exercising. Don't rely on thirst to tell you when to drink. If you're thirsty, that's a sign you're already becoming dehydrated. Try to drink water regularly throughout the day. And that's National Focus. As usual, we invite your suggestions or comments. Please feel free to drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or you can visit our website at news.gov.dm. Or you could visit us on Facebook or YouTube at GIS Dominica. On behalf of the entire news production team, I'm Jarna Hector. Thanks for watching.